Alright guys, so I'm going to talk about the hiking trip that I went on a couple days ago. That was just an all-around disaster, and we could have died that day because it was really bad. I never told this story to anyone, I just kind of kept it secret. So you guys are going to hear this the same time as my friends, so yeah. But the contents of the story is pretty crazy. It was pretty hard to go through, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So there is this hiking trail in Kentucky called the Pinnacles. It's in Berea, and we've been there a couple times in the past. We know the area pretty well, but we decided to take a different route. So what we ended up doing was going through the West Pinnacle instead of the East or the Indian Fort Lookout Trail. So we go through the West Pinnacle Trail, and then we eventually get to the top of the West Pinnacle, as you can see in the footage. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that we heard an animal and what we believe is a cub during that time we were going up the West Pinnacle, as you can see in the footage. It's kind of hard to hear, so I'm going to try my best to enhance the audio so you guys can hear it the best. But it was some sort of animal. That was not a human making that noise, so here you go. Hey. What?
It sounds like an animal. Should we keep going up? There's people up there. I think we can keep going.
I reckon it's down there.
What if it's like a baby down?
It sounds like a cub. I think it's down there. I think we're fine. Now that should have been the red flag for us to leave. We should have just packed our bags and just left, but we decided not to. We just kept going to the West Pinnacle, and we made it. Then after that, we decided to go back down, but there's this little intersection between the West Pinnacle and the Indian Fort Trail, so we decided to go up that area. Now that was the biggest mistake we made, because that area, we couldn't even go up that area because eventually there was so many rocks, and there was this tightly space that with huge rocks you had to climb, and we just could not climb them. It was literally impossible, so we had to go back all that time for nothing, and we had to go uphill and downhill on rocks. It was just a lot of walking. But as we were going down, we see this huge snake just on the trail, and it wouldn't leave for 5 minutes until it eventually went away. I did not record when, right when we saw the snake, but I did record a little after, and you can see the snake getting off the trail and us walking away from it. It was very scary because I hate snakes. They're just no. So yeah, you can see that in the footage right now. Are we waiting it out? Okay.
Okay, but not that close. Okay. So
no, he's still on the trail, but we're still.
Yeah, but you want him to go. The closer we get, the worse it's going to get. Plus, we're trying to not make him turn around when we go.
That's why I just moved forward to see if he was going down or just going along.
Well, it looks like he's going forward. Yeah, he's still going on the trail.
I highly doubt it's venomous. It has solid black eyes.
It's a gardener scent. It's nothing dangerous.
It'll still bite us though.
No, it won't.
Mm-hmm.
I used to keep gardener scents on the trail.
Right, and you're sure that's a garden snake?
I know it's not venomous because it has solid black eyes.
That
If it was venomous, it would have slits.
It's going right up this way, up to that tree, so.
Yeah, I see its head. Okay.
Okay, I see it. It's on the branch.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Should we be quiet?
That close? What the heck?
He's not going to try and fix. He's way up over here. Come on.
Hurry up. Alright, man.
Jesus.
Look behind you, look up.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
We're good. We're very far away from it. So right after we go past the snake, we were very paranoid at this point. We go back down the trail, and there's the intersection between the East Pinnacle, the Indian Fort, and the West Pinnacle. But then there was another trail that was, I forgot the name of it, but it went down. So we thought that that was back to the parking lot. But what ended up happening was we went to a different entrance in the Pinnacles. I had zero clue that there was a second entrance that leads to the West Pinnacle. I had zero clue, but apparently there was a second entrance, which sucked because we had to walk another like a mile or so on this like just road that leaded you all the way to the parking lot. And I don't know if I got this on camera, but as we were going down that trail, right at the end, there was literally a dead bunny being decomposed right in front of the trail. It was disgusting. I wasn't even going to show it on camera anyways if I got it on camera, but I didn't. So you guys won't see that, but it was just disgusting. But I'm so mad because it literally should have said parking lot this way, which was where the East Pinnacle was. So we just should have went through the East Pinnacle, but it didn't say parking lot. I wish it did, because that would have saved us so much time, so much effort. But we just had to go through this like one car road that eventually led us to the parking lot. And I have the full footage there, so go ahead and watch it. Put the AC on blast. But yeah, we made it back to the car safely. My leg was literally numb. They were both numb. I couldn't even feel them at that point because we walked like 5 miles around that area. Keep in mind, it was uphill, downhill, and a bunch of rocks. And I slipped like so many times. It was so scary, dude. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to go back to a hiking trail, especially the Pinnacles. But the Pinnacles is a nice hiking trail. If nothing happens, if you don't make the wrong turn for some stupid reason, you could really have some fun with it. I thought the West Pinnacle would be better, not gonna lie. I like the East Pinnacle more, but that's okay. But yeah, that was my experience on that hiking trail a couple days ago. I forgot which day, but yeah. So I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little story time video, and as always, peace out.